What is going on, everybody? It's Das here. Welcome back to yet again another video. So the markets were obviously closed yesterday. Everybody knows that. It was July 4th. I hope you guys had a great July 4th, by the way. Happy Independence Day. I hope you guys had a great day with your friends, with your family. You know, I did, man, and I sure ate a little bit too much than I probably should have, right? So with it being the day after July 4th, a Friday, I figured, hey, the markets were going to be boring. Nothing crazy was going to happen, and oh boy, was I wrong. In fact, Nvidia got downgraded. We have to break that down in this video, and another stock that I've been buying, that I've been talking about, is breaking out right now, and I'm up a good chunk in a very short amount of time. We're going to break down a lot in this video, guys, so hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below, or simply go to starsurfest.com/Moomoo, and right now your uninvested cash will earn 8.1% APY, which, guys, it's a no-brainer. It's unbeatable. So again, use that link down below. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So overall, guys, the markets in general are not doing much today. I guess we are seeing some green in the NASDAQ and the S&P. So actually, we are noticing some green there. But the Russell is down about 0.7%, and the Dow's pretty much at break even, as the S&P is up around 0.5%, and the NASDAQ's up about 1%. And like I said in the intro, guys, Nvidia got downgraded after hitting about $130 on, I think this was Wednesday, right? Yeah, because yesterday the markets were closed, and now we're at about 127. So Nvidia got downgraded, and AMD, which is the stock that I've been buying in the mid 150s, very low 160s. I think I bought twice at about 159, 160. AMD stock, guys, check this out, is moving like crazy, up over 4.8%, almost 5%, up over $8, and now we're breaking over $170 per share. Not to toot my own horn, but what have I been saying? What did I tell you guys, right? We called this out, and it's looking beautiful right now in the short term, and I suspect this breakout will continue. So before we break down the charts on AMD, we'll talk a little bit about Nvidia and some other stocks. Let me actually pull up this article. I think it's from Market Watch. Yeah, let me show you guys this article very quickly about Nvidia, AMD. We'll talk a little bit about TSMC as well. So you guys can see at the top, the headline says Nvidia stock gets a downgrade as AMD and TSMC shares are deemed top plays, which you guys can see if we come down a little bit. Come on, there we go. So Wall Street analysts are overwhelmingly bullish, of course, overall when it comes to Nvidia stock, but the pack of analysts standing on the sidelines got a bit tinier, or not tinier, I'm reading this wrong, got a tiny bit, it says here, got a tiny bit larger on Friday. Holy smokes, guys, can I even talk today? Yeah, looks like New Street Research analyst Pierre Ferragu downgraded Nvidia shares to neutral from buy in an industry report that dubbed a health check, quote unquote, a health check on artificial intelligence stocks. Now 8 of the 62 analysts tracked by FactSet have neutral equivalent stances on Nvidia stock. In Ferragu's view, upside will only materialize in a bull case in which the outlook beyond 2025 increases materially, right? Materially, if I could talk today, and we do not have the conviction on this scenario playing out quite yet, which obviously a lot of people do have the conviction that that scenario will play out, but not Ferragu, not in his perspective, right? He notes that the consensus projections imply 35% revenue growth from graphics processing units in 2025, in other words, GPUs, right? And let me zoom in a little bit more here. There we go. He said the quality of the franchise is nevertheless intact, and we would be buyers again, but only on prolonged weakness, which I'm with this guy. I share that sentiment, right? I'm not a bear, in Nvidia stock by any stretch of the imagination. I would never short Nvidia stock, but I'm in the camp that's like, if you didn't buy it at $700, $800, $900 literally 2 months ago, why would you be buying it now at $1,200, $1,300 pre-split prices? It just doesn't make sense, right? So I'm with Farragut here in terms of, all right, if there's some weakness, we would buy back in. Prolonged weakness, I'm with him on that. But would I buy it here? Probably not, right? Probably not, because there's too much growth priced in. He said, although Nvidia remains the strongest franchise for AI data centers, near-term expectations and valuation justify a more prudent view on the stock. He remains bullish on the other AI names in his coverage universe, with particular preference for shares of Taiwan Semiconductor and, of course, Advanced Micro Devices. Both stocks boast strong upside in both our base and high scenarios, he said, which I agree wholeheartedly, right? He values AMD stock based on a 35 times multiple of his $10 estimate for 2027 earnings per share. That translates to a $345 target price for 2026, while Farragut's 12-month target is $235, 38% above current levels. That's for AMD stock, right? And as for Taiwan Semiconductor, he has a net, it looks like here, looks like 1470 price target for 2026 and a 1200 price target for 12 months from now. And the 12-month target implies about 19% upside from recent levels. So yeah, guys, he thinks, in other words, Nvidia is just way too frothy, pricing in a lot of growth, pretty much priced to perfection. And I agree with him on that, no doubt about it. And he sees just more upside for the value when it comes to AMD and Taiwan Semiconductor. Their value today, in terms of the stock price, the valuation of the business, there's more value in those names than Nvidia. Not saying that AMD and Taiwan Semiconductor are better companies than Nvidia, not necessarily saying that. They're simply at better values, right? Price is what you pay, value is what you get. You guys have to realize that. So coming back over here to the charts, give me a second here, guys. And by the way, run the likes up, smash that like button. Let's try and get at least 100 likes on this video, and make sure you guys subscribe. Come on, we're trying to get to 50,000 subs this year. Then, of course, after that, the goal is the good old 100,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys as always. So AMD is completely breaking out, right? We're up $12 off the lows from Wednesday, and now on the 20-day chart, we're trading at a high, which is awesome. And by the way, I've been accumulating all throughout this pullback right here in this range, mid 150s, high 150s, low 160s. I've been buying, and here we are on the 4-hour chart. We're now finally starting to break out, not fully yet. We still have to take out the highs from end of May, early June, being pretty much right where we are now, 170, 172. But if we're able to get out of there, guys, initially 185 is where we could be going. That was the high from early April, late March. Then if that were to break, oh man, 200 plus is where this thing could be going. So I'm really liking the AMD momentum that we're noticing right now. And Taiwan Semiconductor, guys, oh my goodness, this thing's been breaking out, and now it's up another 1%. We're actually right at the highs from the end of last month. So about 2-ish weeks ago, we hit 185. Now we're back at 185. So if this is able to break, my goodness, guys, could we be going a lot higher? In fact, you guys see that ascending triangle right there. Higher lows have been being made for weeks, months, more than just months, into the resistance, which we've seen at 185 for a couple weeks here. So I'm telling you guys, if TSM breaks, or TSM, breaks 185, this could be off to the races, like it hasn't already been off to the races, but it could be going up even higher. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the world of artificial intelligence, AI chips, right, the future of AI, you should look at, of course, Nvidia, but there's other ways to invest in this space as well. It's not only Nvidia. You have all these other players, and a lot of them are trading at better valuations, right? So, Nvidia, the chart still looks pretty good. but we're failing now to break out of the highs, it looks like, from the last time we saw a bit of a relief rally when we had that V-shaped recovery off the lows of $116. We got to about 128 after that rally, and notice how that's where we're struggling to get out of right now, which I don't know. If we do break 130, who cares what the analyst said? We could see more upside in the short term, but that means the valuation will get stretched even more. So as a trading opportunity, Nvidia would be great above 130 for a quick move there. But would I be buying long-term shares here? I don't know. Personally, I'm not looking to do that. Are you? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I'd love to know where your head's at. And full disclosure, I'm not long Nvidia. I'm not long TSM, but I am long AMD, and I think it's going a lot higher personally. So what do you guys think? And I just got my alert for TSM. There you go, over 185. So this thing's starting to move right now. We'll see how it plays out. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Check out the Patreon down below if you guys want to be a part of the Discord. You want to see my private portfolio, weekly updates, what I'm doing in there. That's down below. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. Simply go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo or use that link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you later.